Well, this is the MNQ. Market's just opening in 10 seconds. We might see a move to the upside. This is just the demo account. I'm just going to put some buys on. 5 contracts. Here we go. 5 contracts. So price started around about 740. Might see it go to 840 if we're lucky. Might see 100-point move on the opening. Got a 1-minute chart here. Over here we've got a 2-minute. Five contracts. It's moving. Add another 5 contracts. This is full porting. $7.35 starting round about $7.35, $7.40. Should go to $8.40. We'll see what happens. It's finding the right, just move my stop loss up, lock profit in. It's finding the right direction, and the Akinashi candles are very good for this, and the parabolic SARS, the stop and reverse. So both 1 and 2 minute parabolic SARS got crossed down here, these parabolic dots, and they both crossed and they're moving to the upside, and it just looks like most of the time it moves 100 points when the market opens, and that's what we're chasing. Picking my stop really tight now, so we're up from 85 up, we're up about 50 points. Slight pullback there. That was all in the 2 minute candle, and really I don't think we'd need to trade much more than that really. That's good enough. That's good enough. So if we look at on the 1 minute, from the price opening around about 7.45, it's gone to 8.45. It's gone 100 points, and what'll happen now is it'll probably a bit of sideways movement, maybe try and come back down, have another test, and eventually it'll move sideways. But if you can capture the first 100 points, if you can get in at the right place, sometimes you got to be careful it don't bounce about and catch you out with a false one. But if it does, you cut your losses and then you enter the opposite way. So if it had turned there and hit the new parabolics at the bottom, you would have put a sell on. If it had come down here and hit this new parabolic, then we'd have been going down here for this 100-point move down here. And sometimes it does that. But count your losses. This is where you have to get out. Move your stop loss to get out. Call it a day. Sorry, not a day. Call it that trade finish. The up move failed, and then it went to the downside. The parabolics tell you when it crosses the parabolics, it tells you when to get in, when to get out, where to move your stop loss. And that's how it works. You don't have to make life hard for yourself. This is all you need. You don't need any more, really, than that 100 points in there. We only captured, by the time I got in, we only captured roughly 36 points out of all that by the time I got in, and a bit of movement. But it's no big deal. It moved the 100 points, and yeah, it might move some more, but so what? Don't be greedy. Get what you can. Go full port or not, it's up to you. 30 points, 1 contract, $20 a point. You work it out, 700, whatever. So that's all you need. You know, one more thing is, let's look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour can give you a good indication what's happening, because you use the VWAP, and the VWAP this morning, it came down. It was up Friday night. It was up. It had to come back, and these VWAP dots. We don't use a VWAP line. We use the dots, because when it breaks away from these dots, these red dots here, price action went up there. The market opened last night. We put another trade on early this morning actually. And price action turned after sideways for a few hours when Europeans opened market, and about 6:30 this morning it came down. It came down to round about filling these gaps up here, and that's what it did. Come down to hit the parabolic dot, and it hit the red VWAP, and that's fine. It came down again, and then eventually it came back up and hit the 1 hour VWAP. Just keep your eye on it. Keep your eye on the 1 hour, but don't use a line. Use a candle. So the VWAP dots now are around about here at 750 now. Price is moving up nicely, up to 880, something like that, over 100 points away from the VWAP. At some point, it'll try and hit a double top there, it'll turn, and eventually it'll turn around. By today, it'll probably turn round after trying to hit a double top here, and it'll come back down and catch the VWAP gap back to where the price actually opened today. But you've got to be patient and wait for price to do something. Then it's got to go sideways, then it's got to turn, and then it's got to give you the reversal. Be patient. Don't be trying to trade all the time. If you trade all the time, you get bogged down with it all, guys. So anyway, I hope that helped for you. It's only a demo, but this is how I trade it anyway. But trading the demo, I don't have to worry, and I can spend time explaining and talking to you. So that's as good as it gets. That's as good as it gets, guys. Who needs more than 100 points? Who needs, if you know there's a 100-point move and you can grab most of it, or whatever we got. What did we get? We got in at 70, all the sevens we got in it. Triple sevens. Triple sevens we got in that. Yeah, that's where we got in, and we got out at 828. There we go. So once I see them two big moves, two big candles there, two big candle moves, I don't need much more than that. It did start moving sideways. The candles started slowing down actually, but usually we can get an 100-point move in 2 or 3 candles, and it just goes and it keeps going. So I hope that helps. Always trade in the best price action you can move, where the market can move to give you the biggest movement at the fastest pace. Get that. That is all you need. Never mind about scratching about for 2 or 3 hours, scratching for bits and bobs. Just get the market opening. You can always leave it a minute to settle if you're a bit nervous, and then just get in. But you need the Akinashi and you need the parabolic dots. So, all this now is sitting and waiting. I don't need to sit and wait anymore. I've got my price movement. I've got my 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever it was, and I'm in and I'm out. And that is all you need to do, guys. All you need to do. Hope that helps.